Today I'm going to talk about retrain your mental muscle for longer lasting happiness. So before I start, let's talk about happiness. So if I ask a couple of you, what is happiness for you? What do you reckon is happiness for you? Money is happiness. There you go. Scott, what's happiness for you?
Being in the place where God wants me to be.
There you go. So money or be in the place. So that's happiness. I think ultimately all human beings, we are chasing happiness. But what happens is most of the time we rely on external sources to make us happy. How many of us think that or being stuck in that cycle when we think when this will happen, I'll be happy. When this happens, I'll be happy. When I get a new house, I'll be happy. When I get a new job, I'll be happy. When my kids get married, I'll be happy. When I retire, I'll be happy. And before you know it, life's over. Where's the happiness? So, what's happening is, what I think is that happiness is inside us and it's around us. But we are so conditioned and trained for so long just to pick negative and unhappy things that are happening around us that we forgot to find happiness. So today I'm going to talk about how to retrain your mental muscle so that we can start finding happiness again. So I'm going to give 3 tips how to retrain your mental muscle. So number one is start looking for positives or good things that happen during your day. So what you do is consciously make an effort to find something that's good happen in your day. For example, you get out of the house, it's a nice day, you say, oh, beautiful, nice day. You go on the road, you find less traffic to work, oh, nice, it's less traffic. You got a job, it's a good start. So start picking up these little things. Look, it won't be easy initially. It won't be initially, you'll struggle. It's just like when you start going to the gym and you start lifting some weights. When you go there, when you start lifting weights, it's hard initially. But then you keep doing over and over again, and then you don't even have to try once your muscles build. So this is what we're doing here. The bad things will still happen during the day. The bad things will still pop up. But what we're doing now is we are not focusing too much on the bad things. When they pop up, we acknowledge them and we let them go. Because now what we're doing is we are actually retraining our brain to pick up positives. So that's the tip number 1. Start picking up every little thing that happens and highlight it. Every time it happens. Tip number 2, change the source of your information. So what do I mean by that? Most of the time we think that we can control our actions, but we cannot control our thoughts. But if we carefully look at it, our actions are actually a reflection of our thoughts. So, for example, if you are having a good, joyful and peaceful thought, there's very less chance you'll be mean to someone. Would you agree? Yeah? And what if you have an angry thought? That will show in your actions. Yeah? So, if you want to, actually you cannot control your actions. What you can do is you can control your thoughts. So how do we control our thoughts? For that we have to go to the source, and the source is information. That's where the thoughts actually start. So what is your source of information? So if your source of information is Channel 7 News, guess what's happening? There's always negative news because negative sells. Imagine a news which says tomorrow going to be a sunny day, or now imagine a news thunderstorm coming. That sells. So that is the source of information. So if that is the source of our information, that will reflect our thoughts, and our thoughts are going to become our action. And our action obviously is positive or negative. So if you want to change that, you have to change the source of information. You have to start tapping into good source of information. Read good books, listen to good audios. Do association like this where you can learn something new. So once you change that source of information, all of a sudden your thoughts are going to become good, your actions are going to be a reflection of that, and you will find happiness. So that takes me to tip number 3, and that's been covered before by Beth. Be grateful, gratitude. Just practice gratitude will bring massive results, because when you're grateful, you cannot be angry, you cannot be depressed. You can try. If you are feeling depressed, low, just look around the things that you are grateful for. Look around your family. You got wonderful families. You got kids, your partner. You got a roof over your head. You got a job. Just be grateful for that what we got. And when you're practicing gratitude, everything rest get taken care of. And the more you show gratitude to others, the more you get back. That's how it works. You can actually try that. So if you can add gratitude and grateful in your life, that will bring massive results. So these are my 3 tips, and let me tell you, these are the tips, these are the tools, and tools only work when you actually learn how to use them. So this is not any pep or motivational talk. These are actually tools and strategies, and they only work when you put them into practice. It's just like building any other muscle in your body. You can actually practice happiness, and you can actually train your brain to be happy. With that, I'm done. Thank you.